Hey, it's your boy Ripley here, coming at you with a hopefully quick review of my Madcats ES Pro 1s. I think that's the name of them. I quit looking them up once I had them and I tossed the box. I tossed the box for a good reason. I like these, I'm keeping them. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to grab a couple pairs for friends even. They're pretty amazing. Comfort and fit, these things are awesome. They're very secure. The weird looking rubber things here do a good job of keeping them in your ear. If you can see that, maybe I'll try to get a close up. Alright, if you can see in there, this rubber part pushes against the inside of your ear and it does an excellent job of keeping the microphone and headset in place. They do tend to pull a little bit if you'll notice that this cable is much longer on one side. They are intended to be wore around the neck. I don't fully recommend it because of the large remote here. I think I mentioned in the unboxing video I did that I thought that was pretty large, and the problem is that it is. It tends to pull a bit after a while, and it tugs on the right ear, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It is a little annoying for me just because I can feel it and I start to dread on a thing like that. But these are very secure, so it's not as though I'm afraid of it coming out. Alright, sound quality. These do have extremely high treble. They're pretty terrible for music as far as that goes. I can't recommend them for that. There was a couple jams by the Red Hot Chili Peppers that sounded pretty good because of the low bass, Flea. He always has some catchy tunes. And then Don Frusciante on guitar, he usually plays pretty clean. So that works out fairly well with the mids being dropped. But for a lot of metal, like things with a lot of guitar riffs and distortion, I tend to hear the distortion more than anything. And it could just be a bit of a snob because I've been using more expensive headphones for a while now. But the music quality is pretty crummy. So if you're getting these just for music, you might want to go elsewhere. But if you're getting them for gaming, like I assume most people will, go nuts. Like I'm all about these actually. I can't say that they sound better than my $250 cans or even my Astros, which aren't cheap either. But I'll probably use these more for campaign, and I actually will be using these a majority of the time for PvP. The reason being that incredibly high treble. These using cans and everything, or well, at least the ones that I use, these sound incredible. Like I said, for campaign and for music, anything in general, I love these to death. But as far as going competitive goes, you don't. I guess you don't play PvP in competitive nature for impressive sound quality, but you can hear footsteps a half a building away with these guys. I'm all about them. I've 180 jump shot a lot of people in the last couple of days who had to have been pretty upset. The treble can be harsh though. There's when C4 goes off near me or stun grenades, things like that. I've actually flinched a couple of times. I physically nudged because they kind of sting. With I do use an Astro mix amp, which I know everybody doesn't have the privilege of having. So I've actually made an equalizer to dial down the treble a little bit. But it's not everybody's setup. I know a lot of people are probably just gonna buy these to plug directly into their controller, and that's not bad either. I haven't used the microphone directly with the controller, but because I tend to use my Astro mix amp, but I have spent a little time specifically for the review running through some campaign and things like that with the controller's input, just so I could actually give an educated critique on that sound as well. And they do work really good. Obviously stereo isn't as good as Dolby Surround, but the directional is fairly amazing still, which actually surprised me because they're earbuds. I didn't expect a whole lot as far as direction capabilities go, but you can hear very clearly people behind you, people to the sides, so you can tell the difference. It's not just somebody's somewhere to the right. You know, you can still pinpoint fairly well. Maybe not as good as other headphones I have, but they work damn good for the price and what they are. I will. These will be retiring my Astros because those are, while comfortable, a little too similar to these, but these are better. I would use that more for competitive gaming, but now I'll be using these because they are more comfortable. Like I said, they're very secure, and I like them. What are we doing now? Actually, microphone quality. I do have to mention that I had one friend complaining about echo, but that friend complains every time I get a new headset. Honestly, I think he's someone who just likes to complain, but don't tell him that. I'm pretty sure half the time he wouldn't notice what was going on. Maybe an echo he would. You're going to want to turn your volume all the way down whenever you're using these because they do pick up quite a bit. I don't know if it'll focus in. The microphone is actually in the front, pointing straight out than it would be on the side. It's not direct, or it's not what's it, omnidirectional, what's it called, when they have multiple microphones. It only has the one, so it picks up sound everywhere. I did have to disable it. It's not incredibly loud though. I had to disable the noise gate on my mix amp because a couple people other than the one friend did say it was too quiet. So I increased the gain through my mix amp, but that shouldn't be a problem if you're just using the controller. That should be about everything. Last thing I'm going to do is run through a quick microphone check. I'm going to unplug this first and use the inline microphone so you can get an idea for the sound quality of that. Then I'll plug the microphone in and see how that goes. You guys can watch the cleanup as I rearrange my desk for making this video. This is currently the iPhone's internal microphone. I was actually using my Zoom for the initial review video, but I figured not everybody has these, so the iPhone's microphone would be a good frame of reference, or at least somewhat, for people who have one. Alright, this is the inline microphone, not the one that sits next to your face, the one that's on the cord. I have my head straight. I'm not facing directly at it because that's not realistic how you would use it, and I'm trying to give an accurate sound test. I'll just write on for a second about how incredible my controller is. I got this skin off of eBay because Black Star is my favorite character from Soul Eater, which was one of my favorite animes. I wanted to find something with a theme around him, and I named it the Shadow Star. I hope everybody has one of these because they are incredible. Alright, this is the headset mic, or the face microphone, as I will primitively call it, just to make sure that there's no confusion. I'm not even sure the headset mic is accurate. This goes to my capture card. I'm just going to rant about this because I need to talk about something for a minute. Give you an idea what the microphone sounds like. This is to power the device. This is plugged in directly to my Xbox, which is excellent because you don't need a cord running from here to the controller anymore. You do need the headphone cable to run directly into the headset, or well, to this thing, but the controller can be completely wireless should you choose. I say should you choose because I hardwire my mic, well, not my mic. I hardwire my controller for the faster response time. Wireless is sweet for campaigns, but for multiplayer when I'm raging about missing kills, I like to know that I got the fastest connection possible. Alright, well, I hope you liked the review, and yeah, I'd like to give a heads up that you should be viewing no more ads anymore. I've come to realize that with something 60-ish thousand views, that I'm never going to actually make money off of any of this, which I never intended to in the first place. But anyways, I've turned off the monetization of my videos so that you can watch these quicker without any ads, because those are stupid and don't make me anything in the first place. Anyways, grab a pair if you've been on the fence about these because they sound awesome.